Small cars can be good for families, especially if you've just had a baby or if you've only got one child, because sometimes driving SUVs can be a little bit cumbersome and you just want something that you can zip around in and park really easily. The Holden Astra hatch fits that bill. It's a 5-door car in competition with the Mazda 3, the Ford Focus and the Toyota Corolla. I was in the RSV, which is the top of the range, and it comes in at almost $32,000. Here's how it did over a week of driving with my family. Because it's classified as a small car, you automatically think that it's going to be little inside, but that is not the case. Sure, you're not swimming with room, but there is enough space for long legs and tall heads. If you do have a baby in a backward-fitting capsule, front passengers will have to compromise on space though, but that will be the same in any small car. There is a fair bit more room than if you're in a Mazda 3 though. My children are well out of capsules at 5 and 7. They fit really nicely back here. Sure, there wasn't loads of room, but they were comfortable, and of course, they love the sunroof. I was also comfortable at 161 centimetres with lots of room to spare to the seat in front of me. But if there's a taller person driving and you are a taller person in the back seat, you might have to turn your knees sideways. It can get tiresome if you have a baby to keep bending down to put the capsule in and do seat belts up, but that's the case in any car that's not an SUV and is a normal height off the ground. The boot is a good size for this category. At 360 litres, we were able to fit the CarsGuide pram in, which is a particularly bulky pram. You'll also be able to get some grocery bags or some school bags around the outside. If you are about to have a baby, we always recommend that you test your pram in the boot of your car because sometimes they don't fit. The exterior looks good. The Holden Astra hatch is sleek and sporty with a tapered nose at the front, and the back slopes down at a long angle. It's not as sophisticated as the Mazda 3, but there's something about it that says go anywhere and has that fun vibe to it, which I really like. The interior fares well enough. It's a clean design with a stylish finish. There are a lot of high gloss black accents along here, and also a really great chrome finish around the gear stick, which really lifts the whole design, and it takes the cheapness away from this plasticky dash and doors. There's a leather steering wheel which feels really good, and leather appointed seats which don't look like the best leather. I would probably have a look at the fabric option if I were you. I feel really good driving in here, but it's not luxe. Still, you get what you pay for in a Holden Astra hatch. There are 2 cup holders in the front and this really neat little phone holder that fits your phone perfectly. I love it. You'll get a bottle holder in each door, and the one USB point is in the center armrest, but rear passengers miss out on a center armrest and on cup holders, and they also miss out on the air vents, which I think is a bit of a miss. But as far as driving goes, the Holden Astra has you covered. It handles really nicely, it goes around corners well, the steering is good, and it just feels like a really solid car to drive. There is a 1.6 litre turbo engine which zips around town. It gets up hills really easily and also is nice to coast along highways as well. You can overtake cars when you need to, and fuel consumption is a pretty good 5.8 litres per 100 k's. The size of the Astra makes it pretty easy to park, but the reverse parking camera is not very clear, it's not very high def. You can still see what's behind you though. As far as advanced safety goes, there is auto emergency braking that works at low speed. You'll get forward collision alert with a head-up warning, a side blind zone alert, and lane keep assist. All of the alerts in Holden cars are quite loud and constant, but you can change the frequency in the settings so that it beeps at either longer or shorter distances, depending on how much it bugs you. You'll also get 6 airbags plus 2 ISOFIX points and 3 top tether points to fix kids' car seats in. And the tech is really good. You can plug in for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, which just means that you're instantly connected to your phone and your main apps from your phone pop up on the multimedia screen. So you can use Maps to navigate or Spotify to listen to music, or you can even use voice control to make calls and send texts. The Holden Astra hatch is a pretty neat car for a family, especially if you've just had a baby and still want to opt for something small. The Astra hatch is affordable but still looks great from the outside, has just enough space on the inside for a young family, and it drives really well. I gave it a family rating of 7 out of 10, and my kids also gave it a 7. They do prefer cars that are a little bit higher off the ground. Like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel or click through to our website.